Speaking of journeys, maybe let's get into yours as a good jumping off point for something like this. Ezulwini Africa, right? You've heard me trying my best to describe what it is that you guys do. I've used the word aquaponics. Spoken about the smallholder farmers. I've spoken about the fact that you guys are supplying into some of the big, supply chains. I mentioned Kawai, Wimpy. I know I'm missing,
Yes, yeah.
some of the other names there, and the fact that you're working to try and improve farmers, the practices that they have, and also how they can feed into some of these supply chains. That's my understanding. What are we missing there?
So Ezulwini was an idea between my business partner and myself to try and solve a lot of the problems around agri. We find that most workers within the agri space are seasonal workers.
Mm.
They really don't have a way of breaking out of the place where they're at.
Yeah.
So they're paid seasonally, normally minimum wage, and they're just unable to break through that cycle. So, and then you get the subsistence farmer that's supplying the markets, has no price control of his product, has no know-how really other than his grandfather's education of how to run the farm. So they do things that were done years ago. So we felt that there's a need to help these guys become commercially viable farms and enable them to be able to access markets that they wouldn't be able to due to quality, price, logistics, all of those problems.
Yeah.
And then just making sure that they farm as best as they can using our systematizing, enabling them to access those markets, because now suddenly they've got a beautiful product. They can sell it at the right price to the right consumer, and then they become viable businesses. So we went about this journey as a solution-driven idea. We didn't build a farm to build a farm to farm. We essentially built a farm to learn,
Yeah.
to build a system around it, enabling these guys to be successful.